Hi, everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Dr. Cornelius Evazan from Star Wars. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Alright, more bounty hunter scum. These are wanted men. Alright, you like that? You like that? Quoting Star Wars directly? Alright, so this is really cool because, I mean, I love doing a good bad guy, but we don't know much about them, right? We know a little bit of canon, a little bit of the story afterwards, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, we know that he does, well, he's a doctor, so he does strange science experiments, right? Like, he created the decraniated, I believe is what they're called, the non-head creatures, people, I guess, because I mean, are they still people? I hate to be that way and say, you're no longer a person, but we're talking about Star Wars. This is not real. I'm not insulting anybody. The things, we'll just say people with no head in what do you call it? Solo, like the servers and whatnot. I mean, I don't know if he created those specifically, but that's one of his experiments, the decraniated, and they're the ones without the top of the head. Basically what I'm trying to say. Long story short, too late. What I'm trying to say is he created the ones without the top of the heads. That's what I'm trying to say. And so I'm flipping through some pictures trying to get some. Okay, so here's the other trick. There are no pictures of this guy. Like, they did it for the cantina scene, and they didn't think much was going to come of it, so they didn't take a lot of pictures of the costumes, the anatomy, and all that stuff, because they didn't think it was going to be that necessary, right? So the downside is there's not a lot of pictures of the costume. Now, when they did it in Rogue One, I'm gonna get on a little Star Wars soapbox rant here. When they made him in Rogue One, I'll be honest with you, I thought they made his hair a little too poofy. Now, hey, some people got to do this. They got hired to do that, and they did a good job. I didn't, so who am I to complain? I'm just speaking as a fan, right? That I think that and maybe this was a different haircut level, maybe that's what they were going for. But to me, it was a little off. I was like, ooh, you should have made him look, and I hate to say that, like make him look exactly the same, or you're ruining my childhood. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is like, well, we've gotten accustomed to a certain look. It's like, so you almost kind of got to do it the same, Again, I hate to say that because you need to mix stuff up. You need to try to, it can't be exactly the same every single time is what I'm trying to say. Obviously, things are going to change. Looks are going to change, stuff like that. So I get it. But personally, I just felt like, there's something off about it. Maybe they should have stayed with keeping him exactly the same. And like I said, I'm not saying it from a complainy fan point of view, like you need to make it exactly the same. I'm just saying there's something very unique about him that maybe he should have looked exactly like we knew him from A New Hope. Man, my brain just turned off. All right. Let's see what I can do for the gun here. Now, I do have some good pictures of the gun. The blaster. No blasters. No blasters. And I'm not gonna lie, this is another one that I was thinking about making. So, yes, I am a maker as well. I do make stuff, and maybe I'll talk about that, and maybe we'll start to go in that direction of how to make stuff, you know, how to make props and that kind of thing. I'm a creator. That's the thing. So I want to always be making things, and I want to have this. I want to hold it. I want to be able to say this is the SC14, I believe. I could be off. I probably am. 100% I'm off. My brain is just trying to talk and have conversation with you right now. But it's iconic, you know? That I kind of want to do it just to have, you know? It's not like I'm going to show anybody. It's not like my friends are going to come over and say, hey, look at this. No, you know, it's not about that. It's about making it for myself. And I think that's why I like making props and stuff like that, is because I just like looking at it and holding it and keeping it and, you know, being amazed by it. So this and the Jawa gun. Ooh, the Jawa gun. That might be the other one I want to make. These are some iconic pistols, Star Wars pistols that I feel like I need to do, you know? Okay, so let me see what I can do for a face here, because yeah. Oh, Cornelius Evazan. It's kind of scary. It's a messed up looking face. Not gonna lie. But what's funny is it reminds me of the snaggletooth creature. Like the way it's pulled up. It's bizarre, but it's again a little snaggletooth to me. Okay, I think that's good. I think I'm ready to... Yeah, I'm good. I say let's erase some of these sketch lines and get going with the Sharpie. So what I do is the first few lines I put down, those are my sketch lines, right? I'm getting placement. I'm making sure it's going to fit on the page. They don't fall off. Got the proportions right. And then as I get more confident, I start pressing harder. So when I lightly erase like this, the sketch lines disappear because they're lightly there. It takes more pressure to erase the confidence lines, so confidence lines are still faintly there while the sketch lines disappear, leaving my Sharpie to stand out, not my pencil lines. And that's how you live your life. Get rid of your sketchiness, keep your confidence, right? Awesome. Okay, I think that's perfect. I say we welcome the skippers and get going. Welcome skippers, welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point and can find things that the fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, and if you want to see more Star Wars, check out that playlist there, or just check out the playlist in general because I do so many that I may have already drawn what you're looking for. So I'm just going to jump right in with this scraggly old snaggletooth face. And just start with the top of the lid, like this. Let's do the other one up there like that. That's just how crazy and weird his eye is. You know what? Let's draw the whole thing like that. For this eye, the regular eye, I'm going to draw the retina, and hit the pupil like that, just a little bit. Now, normally, I can't draw, well, no, I'm going to do it here too. I can't draw the bottom of the eye because it's going to bleed. So I just kind of come in like that, just kind of underside, just so you can see where the line is. Let the retina imply the bottom, and then let color take care of the rest. So I'm going to give him a scraggly old eyebrow, kind of thick like that, because I'm going to color it in, but I want it kind of accented, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, and he's got those weird dents in his face. Right? Nose is coming up all squishy. Like this. We're going to do a weird nostril thing right there. Almost like a pig nose. That's what it looks like to me. There's that one nostril there. And that's pretty much his face. Done. Bye. Credits. That was the end of the credits, Star Wars music. All right, let's do his other brow. Kind of something like this. Way up here. Into that. And let's do... Okay, so his mouth is just as weird. So let's do... like that for his mouth. He's got all these weird lines coming off of it. There, great, that's awesome. I love that. So he's got a very bulbous chin, right? And I'm going to thicken some of these lines up too, because as I switch over to this other Sharpie, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm trying to match where it's going to go eventually, right? You don't have to do it if you're working with pencil. You do what works for you. I'm just explaining to you why I draw how I draw. Okay, here's his ear, into his hair. I got some of his hair kind of all over the place here. Let's draw the side of his head so we kind of get an idea where his hairline is and where the shape of his head is going, right? Some hair coming out the back here. This is his jawline, just so you know. Okay. Again, I got some scraggly with hair. Let's draw his head so you get a feel for where we are. Okay. We've got his hair doing this kind of pushed back kind of thing, but it's also kind of strange curly. So something like that. Let's draw the other ear with the hair in front of it, kind of coming through doing this. So see, I've got the hair down a little bit more in A New Hope, way out there. I mean, way out there. There's just so many lines in here. It's just like, who knows what's going on. Oh, Cornelius. So I'm thickening up these outer edges like I was talking about. You don't have to do this. If you're working with pencil, it might even look weird. I'm just explaining to you why I draw how I draw. Okay, I think that's good for the face. I'm moving on. So, come down here for the neck. And he's got pretty much an open shirt. Let's draw the vest. And again, it's a beat up old leather, just strappy looking thing, so we can get a little shaky here with it. I'm not too worried about straight lines with his costume. He does have a belt holding it all together down here, so when I come down, I'm going to kind of puff it into the costume, or into the belt, right? Let's go ahead and draw the belt so you see where we are. So you see what's going on right here. And it's a simple belt, nothing too crazy. Because it's holding his jacket closed. It's all it's really doing. Okay? It's not even holding up any pants. It's just holding his jacket up, literally. Let's see, what did I do here? I did like this. There's the other side. Let's just go ahead and draw the whole thing. Again, so you get a feel of where we are with his costume. He's got a big open shirt. Like that. I've stabbed myself a couple times already with the Sharpie. Oof, that hurt. And so again, because it's kind of holding his shirt closed like this, I'm drawing extra lines to show how it's all bunged up right there. You can see in his shirt. Again, it's just kind of pulled in from being cinched up by the belt. All right, now there's not much to this jacket, so I shouldn't even really worry about detail here. We're just gonna keep going. But let's do this, just so you get an idea of where we are, or what it looks like. Let's try to find the one few pictures of his. Okay, so there you go. So his jacket comes out like this. It's real short. Or it's not even a jacket, right? The vest type thing. It's like that. Back in. Again, see, it's just holding his stuff together right here. That's it. All right, so arm hanging down, nothing special. It's just this shirt just coming down here like this. Good for poking Jedi or farm boys, right? And starting fights with Jedi. Hands just hanging down, nothing crazy. We'll say that's all you can see. Because again, it's just hanging there. It's not doing much. It's not doing anything, really. So there's not much we can really do. So let's add some material lines just to show wrinkles and folds from where it's bunched up right there. All right, that one's pretty much done. This one's going to be holding a blaster. So pretty much the same thing. We're going to come out this way, like that. A few wrinkles in the material just to make it real, you know. Arm going up, same thing. Just kind of try not to go outside of the line like I just did. Stay in your lane. All right, so I have him holding his blaster here, so we're just hand around the blaster, and I need to buy or make a gun, like a toy gun, so you could see, or like I said, make myself a blaster so you can see. I can show you the grip. I like doing that. I used to do that a long time ago, but all my stuff is in storage right now, so it's hard for me to get to anything. All right, so let's draw the blaster. I got some good pictures of the blaster because I was talking about this in the sketch. I want to make this. So I've got good pictures, but that doesn't mean it's 100% accurate. Please don't correct me. Don't tell me right or wrong, any of that stuff. I know. We're doing with what we got. But remember, I'm just making this up. It's a little long. It should be smaller than that, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. All right. Ooh, ha, hoo, ha, hoo, hee. Let's draw the bottom of his hand here. Let me add a little bit of detail onto the gun, so it's not just big solid pieces, right? I mean, although that's really all it is, you know, so I can't beat myself up too much for just drawing big solid outlines. You know, this specific one is a little just, you know, real gun made, so kind of limited as to how much detail I can actually give it. In other words, it's not my fault. as Solo says with the hyperdrive. It's not my fault. Okay, so he does have a holster. He does have now just pants and legs. That's all we're really drawing. So we're going to say this is attached underneath like this to maybe another belt. I'm going to draw the side of him like this. Let's draw this side down here like this to his pants. They come through this way to his pants, to his boots. My gosh, what is wrong with me? Okay, I'm going to tie it onto his side right here with a strap, and so that's also going to push the pants out a little bit. I want it tight around there, right? So we're going to do the same thing. Let's draw down to his boot, bunch up the pants because he's got them all tucked into his boot. Come back up this way into the pants. Now he's got an empty holster there, so we're just going to do this. Okay, let's add some detail. Now again, we don't have much pictures of this, you know, so all we can do is say, yeah, it's just material, right? But also there's a zipper. Also, it's cloth. So I do want to add some wrinkles and folds for his pants. Like that, you know, nothing too crazy. I do want the material all bunched up right here because it's being pulled tight by the strap. And now we're just going to draw some belts. Some boots. My gosh, my brain is just not here. But when is it ever, right, kids? All right. This one's kind of pointed at you, but kind of not. So off this way. Like that. Let's do this one too, and then I'll add some detail. Oops, a little bendy there. That's okay. We're gonna say it's his wanted man boot. He doesn't have time or money to go buy new ones, so his are a little bendy, a little warped, right? All right, so I'm just gonna bend up the boots, something like this, to show that they're worn. Just a little wear and tear, that kind of thing. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Dr. Cornelius Evazan from Star Wars. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.